Have you ever stared at your banking app on a stressful Tuesday morning and wondered what those little digital numbers actually represent? You work 40 hours a week, sweat through endless meetings, and skip the nice coffee just to make those digits crawl upward. But if you walk into your local branch tomorrow and demand to see your actual physical pile of cash, the teller will look at you with deep suspicion. That is because your money does not exist in a heavy metal vault protected by laser beams and guards. It is just a tiny collection of data sitting on a humming server in a random warehouse. We trade our limited time on Earth for green paper rectangles and digital pixels, and we do it because we all agree to believe in the same massive magic trick. This giant magic trick keeps our cities running, our shelves stocked, and our businesses open, but it only works if we never stop to look too closely at the illusion. If we all decided tomorrow morning that these numbers were completely worthless, the entire global financial system would vanish into thin air. So let us take a step back and figure out how we ended up playing this bizarre game of collective pretend. Before we could swipe pieces of plastic or tap our phones against a terminal, we had to trade actual physical items. Imagine you are an ancient farmer who spent months growing delicious apples, but you desperately need a new pair of leather boots. You walk over to the local shoemaker, but it turns out he absolutely hates apples and already has 50 baskets of them rotting in his backyard. You are stuck with a pile of fruit that will spoil in a week, and he is stuck with boots he cannot wear all at once. To solve this incredibly frustrating mismatch, humans had to invent a middleman asset that everyone in the community would always agree to accept. Over the centuries, people used all sorts of strange items as this middleman, ranging from shiny seashells and salt blocks to giant limestone rocks. On the remote island of Yap, people used massive stone discs called rye stones that were so heavy they could not even be moved. When one family lost their giant stone in the middle of a deep ocean storm, everyone agreed the stone was still there on the sea floor, so the family could still spend it. This historical oddity proves that money has never been about the physical object you hold in your hand. It has always been a mental ledger of who owes what to whom. Eventually, we settled on precious metals like gold and silver because they were rare, hard to fake, and did not melt when left out in the rain. Carrying heavy bags of gold coins was incredibly annoying, and it also made you an easy target for highway robbers. To keep their wealth safe, wealthy merchants started depositing their heavy gold into secure vaults owned by local goldsmiths. The goldsmiths would lock the metal away and write out a simple paper receipt showing exactly how much gold belonged to that merchant. Soon, merchants realized they didn't need to go back to the vault every time they wanted to buy a cart of wheat. They could simply hand the paper receipt to the wheat seller, who would gladly accept it because he knew he could go to the vault and claim the gold himself. This was the birth of paper banknotes, and it changed the world of business forever. These receipts were incredibly convenient because they were light, easy to fold, and could fit right inside your pocket. But this convenience came with a massive trap that would change the course of human history. The goldsmiths quickly noticed